and Legislative Committee, and let us pray. Our Father, who art the hope of all the earth, remember us in love and guide us by thine wisdom. We ask thee to grant blessings upon thy servants, our county mayor, our community leaders, our commissioners, city mayor, and councilmen. Bless us with wisdom, goodness, and truth. May law and order, justice, and peace prevail. Defend our liberties, preserve our unity, and protect our county. In honor of thy holy name, amen. We have one member absent, Anita Epperson. I believe she has COVID, so she's the only member that's missing. Okay, the first item on the agenda is approval of the November 21st, 2023 Rules and Legislative Committee minutes.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Public comments. Anyone here would like to go on, speak anytime? And I'll recognize you otherwise as well. Being done, we'll go to the next item. Second item is consideration of placing the December 12th, 2023 Commission minutes on the January 9th, 2024 County Commission agenda.
Move to place on the agenda without a recommendation, Mr. Chairman.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Next item is consideration of placing notary applicants on the January 9th, 2024 County Commission agenda as requested by County Clerk Donna Thomas.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The next is consideration of placing the County Highway Department road listing on the January 9th, 2024 County Commission agenda, and the list was included here, and we got the road superintendent here. Would you like to say anything or add anything to the list?
One addition to this right here is on the Moore County line right there, is only addition to this one right here.
Okay, good. Does anybody have any questions for the superintendent, highway superintendent? Okay,
Move to approve, Mr. Chairman.
okay,
Second.
okay. Any other discussion or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The veterans report was included. Like the veterans were down a little bit this month. I believe there were 60 that came by the office. That's a little lower. They usually see 70 or 80. But, and I think there were 62 that were transported to the VA hospitals. Seen Mike here? I don't think he's here tonight, Mr. Lou said, but that's all right, Zine. Motion to approve. Any questions or discussion?
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the next two is a clinic report. It's just basically for our own information. The medical report, there were 87 patients that were seen in November, and the dental report, I believe 81 patients were seen. That's just for our own information. Is there any other questions or any other comments?
Move to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's just for our own information, but we don't have to prove the clinic report, do we? No, okay, it's just for our own information. Well, we are moving right along.
Yeah.
Okay, the Ag Center report was included, and as was last month, Commissioner Anderson did say had that new, it's a 2000 John Deere tractor, and you
Yeah, we got the
singing
tractor.
praises.
Got the
Okay.
tractor, and it's really, really nice. It's got low hours. We know where it's been. If we have to work on it, we can actually work on it. It's not, we don't have to call Mr. Clanton all the time and say, please find me a part. So that's gonna be nice. The other thing we did out there in the kitchen is Helen and the guys, the trustees, did a really nice job. We had a white tile in there, and it showed dirt really bad. So we got new tile and retiled it in a gray. And it looks so good, the board, and I think we're gonna have the guys, it's a good project for them in this winter, is have them retile the whole front trying to upgrade the look of the place. And this gray tile does not show the dirt. And eventually, somewhere down the road, I want to get that 1970s stucco ceiling out of there. I'm gonna work on that next, because it looks like something from the late 70s, and we need to upgrade it. And I, Mark, you'd agree with it too, you're out there. But we'll get that fixed. That's probably gonna be our next project, but I think we're gonna go in and tile that whole front room that everybody uses, just like we did the kitchen, and make it to match, but they did a really good job with it. I was pleased.
Any questions for Commissioner Anderson? Anybody got any questions? Discussion?
Yes. Yeah, it's got a good bucket on it, and it's got a skid, what do you call that, Greg?
Steer.
Skid steer.
You got skid steer
Yeah,
attachment on it?
we got that at the auction too.
Okay, good.
And that's been something neat to move stuff around
Yeah.
with, so that was an extra bonus we didn't know we were getting.
It is good. Nice. Them implements, I had to get a front end spear on mine, John Deere, it's $1,000. So you get those implements there, expensive.
And then luckily, our 10-foot nice bush hog, we got to keep it, fits this tractor,
Wow,
which is
good.
perfect too. And instead of it being a 4,500 McHenry, it's a 5,400 John Deere.
Good.
And the tractor is four-wheel drive.
Good. No, I'd say y'all did very well. Any other questions about the Ag Center? There being none, we'll go to the next. Is Commissioner Hooker here? He's still out of town. Okay, good. He spearheads the homeless report. Of course, it was in there, and I serve on it, but I don't know if there's any reason to go over it. It's in our notes, and if he's here, I'd let him go over it, but there's no need of me doing so. So we'll wait and let him update us the next time. Okay, under old business, we've got, I hadn't had anybody, that goes to anybody, they can submit it to any of us. Nominations from standing committee. The Rules and Legislative Committee acts every year as a nominating committee, shall submit nominations for the standing committee positions to the Board of Commissioners in January. All standing committees of the Board of Commissioners shall be elected annually by a majority of the Board of Commissioners at the January term. Has anybody contacted anybody to change? Does anybody know of any? Then I guess the recommendation is to leave the standing committees as.
As is, that's our recommendation to go to the check.
Yes, it'd have to be. We don't have any changes.
Second.
Yep.
Okay, there's a motion and a second.
Yep.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, bylaw rules update 2.5, County Mayor, yes, sir.
I'm not sure why Linda didn't just wait till next month, but these are easy breezy compared to the ones I already talked about. What she had put out for you tonight, and it should have been in your packet, was to talk a little bit about rule number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Really, it's mostly housekeeping issues. If you go to the first section, that's section A, she wanted to put chairman pro temp where it used to just say pro temp. So on the second line, if you're reading it there, it says you should probably see red. Do you also have a color?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, so that's, as you're glancing through, I don't mind reading through each of them, but it's all housekeeping until we get to section C3, and there she was wanting to strike rise from your seat. That's part of the standard old Robert's rules that is kind of gone by the wayside. So her recommendation was just to take that out as far as the rise before you speak. And then if you get down to section G, we wanted to add and email as far as the packets coming to you. Again, it's not taking anything away that you currently do, but it was just modernizing it a tad. And now that section H, her recommendation, and that's the news media, to delete the current verbiage that's underlined, but if you turn to the very next page, you'll see the revision. And it's not taking anything away, it's just replace it with public notice shall be sent to all newspapers in the county at least 10 days before the regular scheduled Board of Commission monthly meeting. At the same time, the meeting notice is sent to the newspaper, commissioners will be mailed their packets of information and receive the same electronically. Again, referring to that email earlier, the agenda shall be posted on the county website at least 48 hours prior to the meeting. That's part of that new rule at the state level. So this is really just verbiage associated with that. If you look at section I, her recommendation is to actually, not to change what it says, but to move it into Rule 6, just so that it would be correct in order, but not change anything. So this, right below it, what she referred to as section J, if y'all agree with the section I, it would become section I, and it reads, the chairman of the Board of Commission each year in September's meeting, the Board of Commission shall elect the chairman and the chairman pro temp, and then the county clerk and the parliamentarian would conduct. Right now, technically, that's how it's supposed to be, but this has been longstanding. I think that the commission actually did it in January, And so this would bring it in line with, actually, the law, I believe, says that it's supposed to be September. And when she's back going through the last section, I think she's going to talk to you about having all of them, where this one's going to come up in January because that's currently the way it is. But to actually get them all on the September, just so it won't be confusing later. Moving on to Rule 3, again, you can read there in the minutes, the county clerk is responsible for compiling the minutes. It's just a clarification again. The typo to take out universities under section 3 or number 3 there. It said upon request, all public schools, and she said just get rid of universities but leave libraries in the county. She doesn't think general public should be referred, it should just say public, but again, its meaning is the same. The number 6 there, the one or more pages shall be, she wants to strike what you see there at number 6, and here's the way it would read. Records shall be made available to the public at cost per the Public Records Request Act. In other words, we'd just be in compliance with what the law, and then if that law changes, we wouldn't have to necessarily change the rule. And then again, in section C there, county clerk, she just clarifies that the clerk it's referring to is the county clerk. And if you flip over to the next page, that'd be section 4, the sheriff. It just says, a recommendation is that the sheriff or his designee shall attend and open the Board of Commissioners while in session, or designate, well, I don't even read right to me. The sheriff or his designee shall attend and open the Board of Commission while in session, or designate someone, other officer, I don't read it, officer that, yeah, I can't get it out, preserve order and carry out the orders. It was, again, just clarifying the sheriff or his designee would open the meetings. In Rule 5, when you go down there, what she's got underlined would be deleted. Right above it, though, basically what she would be adding is the county attorney or a designee from the county attorney's office then shall attend the meetings. Again, the shall attend was already in there. Deleting that in addition and put forward this statement, the county attorney shall serve as a parliamentarian, and that's bylaw Rule 1, Section S. So it's redundant, but that's how it falls in there. That was the only things, and again, this doesn't go to you guys yet. If you guys don't take exception to the housekeeping, that would go in the packet with Ginger to review. And remember, I believe one more session with her will get you through all of your current, and then it can go to be reviewed, and then for you guys to come back and do what you want to do. So this was just no action, just clarification tonight. Okay?
Thanks for
Thank
coming in and helping Linda out.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, I don't mind. I mean, we've been trying to all look at it, but it's mainly housekeeping. It wasn't really trying to change the intent of what was going on.
Okay. Any questions or comments? Any commissioners have any? Committee, have any questions? Any other business to come before the committee? Of course, it's Christmas time, and need to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. It is the most wonderful time of the year. I read in the Times Gazette, the last page. It is, and it is. I like that saying. And it is Advent time for us Methodists. We light candles in our church. The first one's hope, the second one's faith, and then we got joy. And we're going to light the last one, the Sunday before Christmas, is peace. So it's good. Christmas is a time to celebrate with our family and friends. And I appreciate working with all committee members here, and I'm going to try to call Anita tomorrow and see how well she's doing. So we want to wish she gets well and gets through COVID. Anybody else?
You want to really get in here, call Rick instead of Anita.
No.
He'll give you a real
Okay,
earful.
well, no, I'm not going to do that. Anything else? If there's none, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Oh, so moved. Okay, good. Yeah.